Hey y'all, I'm Kelsey Brantley. I'm the face behind Brantley Babes, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I sublimate some 3-inch ornament rounds and some teardrop earrings. So let's get started. I'll leave the links to all the blanks and designs that I'm using below if you are interested in going and checking those out. And so when you order your MDF sublimation blanks, they're going to come with a clear film on them, and it is very, very important that you take that film off. You may not be able to see it, but it's on there. So you want to very gently pull that off. If you lay this under your heat press, don't press it, just lay it and let the heat kind of warm it up a little bit. It makes it a little bit easier to come off. So now you have a very clean, very white MDF blank. These are the, I think it's 3¼ inch ornaments from Ashley. And I'm going to turn you guys around and show you how I line my design up on it and how I tape it. Okay, so here is my transfer with the design printed on it. I printed this at 3.35 inches because the blanks are like I said, these are the 3¼ inch blanks. And I'm going to just lay it down, and I'm going to make sure that the hole is at the top of my design. And I'm going to get it as straight as I can, but I also want to make sure that I see a little bit of my design all the way around. We call that a bleed line. And then I'm just going to use some heat resistant tape and tape that down. There is an adhesive spray that they make specifically for sublimation blanks. I have never used it before, but it is definitely on my list to try, because when you're doing a lot of blanks at once, the tape can get very time consuming. So that is how you tape it on there. That blank's not going anywhere, and it's lined up with that design where I want it to press. So let's go to the heat press. So before I bring my blanks over that have the designs taped to them, I have just a plain one that I have not taped a design to. The film is off of it, and what I'm going to do with it is, obviously you can see that I have my blowout paper here, then I have my blank. I'm going to lay another piece of blowout paper over the top of it, which this is parchment paper because I'm out of butcher paper. You can use regular printer paper, butcher paper, or parchment paper. You don't want anything with a wax on it, and Teflon is normally for vinyl, not sublimation, but I have used it in a pinch before, but I don't recommend it. So that's what I have here, and I'm going to use this blank to test my pressure. My heat press is manual on the pressure, and I'm just going to make sure that it's not too tight, but I do want a firm press as well. And that's pretty good. And I'm doing 400 degrees for 60 seconds. So now that I know my pressure is good, I'm going to move this one, and I'm going to bring in the ones that are already taped up with the designs. Here are some earrings that I have. And as you notice, when I cut my transfers out, I cut mine in pairs. It's just easier for me to keep up with them. And they don't go all over the place whenever I'm trying to press them. So we're just going to get those lined up and make sure those are up in the heat press. And then I'm going to run over to the other side of the room and grab those ornaments real quick. Okay, and I'm just going to fit as many as I can. I have a 15 by 15 heat press. I'm just going to fit as many as I can on my press without anything hanging off the edge, because if you leave it hanging off the edge, it's obviously not going to press the design. But maybe one, I've got a few more. I think maybe I can fit them all in here. Just want to make sure that they're all getting underneath the top. Move these over a bit. Okay, and I think I can get them all to fit. There we go. And you just want to make sure that your transfers aren't overlapping each other. If your design was there, it would affect it, your finished product. So now I'm going to put my butcher paper over, or my parchment paper over the top. And I'm going to close that for, again, 400 degrees, 60 seconds on a hard press. So while those are pressing, I just wanted to go over when you open your heat press. First, you want to open it kind of slow, so your parchment paper will stick to the top of your heat press, and you don't want your blanks flying everywhere because they can get chipped. And also your blanks are going to be very hot, so you might want to grab like a little kitchen towel or some heat gloves. I got these off of Amazon, I think for like $6. I don't remember, I've had them forever. So, but just beware that those blanks are going to be hot. Okay, now that they're done, we're going to open this slowly where that parchment paper didn't stick. We're going to move it. I don't change the bottom blowout paper, but I do change the top one on every press because sometimes that ink can bleed through the top of your paper and get on that blowout paper. And so then I just tear the paper off and pull the tape off. And of course this is backwards because I have a front facing camera, but that is one of the ornaments. That design also comes in a bundle, and there's several different styles with that one. And like I said, I'll drop all the links and everything that you would need for any of this in the below. That's one of the first Christmas ones. And you want to kind of be quick about getting them off because you don't want them to go. So that's one of my favorite ones. I drew that penguin. He's so cute. So when I'm taking them off, typically I'll just come through and I'll just pull the paper off and then set it to the side and then come back and pull the tape off. It says Merry and Bright. It's the bright colors for Christmas. And then the little cow. And then here are the earrings. I tape them really good because they like to move around a lot. Little football earrings. And especially with those, I'll just pull the paper off and leave them laying. And then once I get my gloves off and they cool off a little bit, I come back and take the tape off. It's just a little bit easier for me. These gloves are too big for my hands. I have very tiny hands, so it's kind of complicated to get that tape off with the gloves on without it sticking to everything. That was one of the ornaments. There's the Christmas light earrings. I don't know if you can see that or not on that camera. And so these were the, like I said, these were the 3 1/4 inch ornament, the round ornament, and the small single-sided teardrop size, a little full Santa. And then on the next video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my door hangers, and I think I have some other little Santa things to do as well. And that last one was a little snowflake earring. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I definitely will help where I can. I'm no professional, but I've been doing it sublimation for about 5.5, 6 years now. So let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for tuning in.